They gon' need more than rats to get rid of me. I've been warm water like the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, it's your boy Mac Mizzle.
Who's that? Banks?
Yep. It's your host with the most. Don't need to brag about. Both. All I do is give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way in the real way. Now let's talk about it. Rudy Gobert, you done fucked up now. Shut down the whole season, the NBA season. Motherfuckers can't watch no NBA, goddammit. Y'all messed up. Everybody out here, we trying to do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who told him to do that. He really went on the press conference before that they actually confirmed that he had it. And what did he do? Cough on the motherfucking mics. Cough all over the place. Touch every motherfucking thing. Control the media. Where they do that at? He's from France, right? They weird out there or something? Like, what? Like, why would he do that? Now, lo and behold. The other Jazz players have contracted the virus. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell, he got it. Is that his name, Donovan Mitchell? Yeah, that's his name, Donovan Mitchell. It's just a sad state of affairs, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with this bullshit. Pandemic, they say. They actually called it a pandemic. Spread. But let's hear what they had to say about it. Because, yo, man, this is some bullshit, man. They shouldn't be having to lock down the whole NBA. Once they start locking down sports, right? That's big gatherings. They don't want nobody's. This is segregation all over again. Y'all think it's a game. They about to motherfucking pull some segregation, apartheid shit. And we out here bullshitting. But let's hear what they have to say about this corona outbreak. Because it's bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We got to do better. Shit got us fucked up in the game. But I'm gonna keep it thorough with y'all. It's more than a scare tactic, but it's less than what it appears.
Into our school systems and into
So it's more of a cash grab than
infections in
anything.
that regard. And I think that's
Like
would
still,
encourage parents to continue to be responsible in
proper preparation prevents poor performance. The 5 P's. We always gotta stay ready, so we ain't got to get ready. You dig? Can you dig it?
And at the same time now, adding to that for parents who don't
That's it.
and are concerned about daycare.
So y'all better know what time it is out here. You know what I'm saying?
Potentially exposed to someone who's had
What do they call it? Guerrilla warfare?
Guerrilla warfare.
You'll see that there has been an announcement also in there to add to that that there's going to be closures of schools.
First they start.
Break, 2 weeks after that.
They start with the
Some more details from the Ministry of
biological warfare. Then they go to chemical.
About that and details there in that aspect. So that's one aspect of dealing with the.
Then after that,
the uniqueness of the situation rapidly evolving, especially in the USA, combined with the March break, which is a big time.
it gets
travel,
bigger and better.
and impact on our school systems. Add that further, we've had some discussion about what to do about large gatherings. And you can see
In
there's been a
their
lot
eyes.
of news and announcements by a number of large sports entertainment venues who have chosen proactively to postpone.
So I look at it like, what are we gonna do to make sure that our people are good and safe? We need to band together and pool our resources. They want us to be segregated. Let's segregate. We go on our side, y'all go on your side, and then we'll see who comes out on top. Just don't stop us from doing nothing. Don't bring no drugs into our neighborhoods. Don't fucking pull our fathers out of our neighborhoods and give us welfare checks. Don't fucking take our land from us. Give us our 40 acres on the mule. Give us our reparations. Give us our right to this
Again, what is your risk assessment?
land back and all restitution owed.
Is there people in closed spaces?
And then y'all can have y'all motherfucking coronavirus. You know what I'm saying?
You know might be. You have no idea if they've been exposed, yes or no. And what is the content?
Because now look,
and how long is it going to be on for?
everybody's getting locked down. So the more that we're understanding and seeing the dynamic shifting, people are starting to listen to woke black folks.
Reduce that potential.
The more they're gonna start separating people and dividing us and quarantining us and all that shit, because they see the fucking bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? And then we're moving at an accelerated rate. So
2 weeks, and the next 2 weeks after this,
when you move at God's speed, they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know what to do. So they come with the corona bullshit. But mind you, we fuck with Heineken. We used to Heineken, you know.
So
And Bex.
those are the main things we wanted to
So I don't know what y'all trying to do.
Forget about Paps.
Oh, Paps. We fucks with the Paps too. Or the blue and the gray.
Okay.
Or are they taking methods to deal with potential exposure during their March break?
All right, y'all. You want to know what my theory
I
is?
think you'll hear some announcements of that, or you've heard them already from other provinces and territories.
I think they're doing it just to take the focus away from what they did to Kobe. They're trying to cover up so much shit.
Each province and territory
So they gotta figure out a way to distract the people from what's really going on, right? They mash up Kobe. Let's not forget that. So they send the coronavirus into the NBA and Colbert, Utah. These guys are the fall team. They have to take the L. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
As Dr. Ryan at the WHO had noted, if you're doing these steps, you want to do it in concert with
So
the
now,
public.
when they talk about,
They would participate in those, support those processes, because it's only by
oh, we're passing legislation, quarantine, this is just a psyop, it's a staged act. You know what I'm saying? They want to know how people are going to react to a real pandemic, a real epidemic. They want to know if people are just going to give up their rights, or do we even have a choice? So we got to stand together and band together in one voice. And if it's contracted in droplets, why are so many people contracting the virus? And was the virus here long before they even announced it? Dr. Drew said the media shouldn't be reporting on it. Dr. Drew said the media should let the real medical people report on it, because what they're saying isn't factual. You know, studies show that you could die from influenza quicker than you could die from the coronavirus. So,
Like I said, they're trying to distract us from the fact that they killed Kobe.
the ghost of Kobe has returned. They thought it was going to stay in China and fucking wipe them out. And now it's a global pandemic. It's not hitting Africa for a reason. It's not touching our children for a reason. And there's a reason for everything. Because shit don't just happen. Shit happens for a reason. So now, you're going to look at this one or two ways.
As well as our retirement homes.
What did the NBA have involvement in the Kobe death? In what way, shape, or fashion?
To active surveillance of visitors.
And how?
Are you ill?
Kobe was in a battle
If you're ill,
with a what do you call it? A medical,
A pharmaceutical company, eh?
facilities.
That's connected with the WHO. The WHO is who? World Health Organization, right?
Right.
They're connected with the CDC.
Where did the coronavirus come from?
If there is some unique
The
circumstance
CDC?
that you feel you must
The coronavirus
visit,
came
with
from.
the administration of the
It could have came from the CDC, but
the retirement home to work
it
out
came
some
from
measure of
Wuhan.
protection that reduces the risk
Wuhan
to the
province
resident or the patient in those settings there. So we're asking that
in China.
we continue to
So
work with
now,
staff to make sure the staff have not been exposed.
putting it all together,
Activity prior to coming to work on that. And again, staff are supposed to call.
putting it all together.
And report not coming to work. And
The CDC, this, that, the other.
So we're ramping up our protection around the vulnerable populations.
Who
We're ramping up our
stands the
protection
game?
around our schools and institutions, as well as decreasing
The
the
NBA.
public risk and being focused.
Well, they
for the
thought they
rest-
stood
at
the
least
game.
The next 4 to 6 weeks on how we can be very cautious and keeping our
But
continuum
then,
and the rest of
again,
the general public low. But I'd say the
do
risk
they,
for
did they
traveling
really
areas
want to take over the
is not low.
Chinese market,
Travel
or
to
did they go there
sensitive
to
areas.
appease to the?
They could be coming in contact with all sorts of exposures they may knowingly become exposed to or
Appease to the
unknowingly
public
in different situations.
demand
And
for
that's what we've been saying the last week.
democracy in
Do your
China.
risk assessment. Assess. If you're over the age of 16 or 50 and you have comorbidity, I would strongly recommend you do not travel at this time. Don't go on cruises.
So this is real
If you have
warfare.
other, health
They say
concerns,
don't
do
travel,
not
don't go on cruises. I don't know why people go on cruises anyways.
The trip at this
You
time
know how
is necessary.
motherfucking motion sickness and all this bullshit you can get on,
We're just asking,
fucking
focus,
sickness you can
especially
get
for
on
the next
them
4 to
fucking
6
cruises.
weeks, and we'll update you
That's
over
it.
time.
I wanna, if I want to cruise, I'll go to an island where my people stay at, and then go on their boat. Cause my people be fishermen and shit. Or you know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck you need to cruise for. It ain't even good for the ocean. Bet y'all knew that.
I would ask them also.
Anyway,
Just like the long-term care facilities.
the fact of the matter is, they ain't gonna stop unless they have shit locked down, strategically put into compartments, compartmentalized, like the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Until they have everybody in a box.
For returning travelers coming back from one of these identified
Subjugated.
is there concern that they are perhaps not self-isolating even though they're being asked to? And what kind of enforcement or measures are put in place beyond the airport beyond being questioned by an officer there?
Okay. If they have isolated and contacted public health, even though they're not symptomatic, public health contacts them on a regular basis. There's that aspect there. I think they.
So what y'all really think, man?
We hear people.
What's
are they
going on
truly
out here? Like, it's
self-isolating or
crazy.
not? Have they gone out and ran across
all
to
right.
get their mail? And put-
It's unfolding in front of our eyes. You feel me?
We put them in situations where they need to be supported, and that's what we're trying to assess. That's what we want to contact public health saying, we're out of whatever, we feel desperate, we need to get it, what are we supposed to do?
I don't get it.
We would work with them to say, okay, how can we assist you in this situation there? We really have relied heavily, and so far we've been seeing that people who have been in risk situations, country and travel, have been very forthcoming in getting identified. One is that, again, we find they're very concerned about
Okay,
their
so
health.
they're worried
They're very concerned about the health of their family.
about the coronavirus
and
now.
friends and that.
It's all over
And
the
they usually
world.
would want to be in a situation
But they have to
where
work
if they did become ill,
so
would
they
have
could
to get
distract us
tested and
from
assessed
the death of
as quickly as
Kobe.
possible. And
What
if
else?
they need access to health
What else are
services,
they trying to
do so in a way
distract
that
us
is
from?
not only permitted,
That's the
but actually
question.
supported and helpful. So we have found that so far that has been very much our Ontario public have done that. Does that mean there's someone who may not? That could happen.
What other
That's why
laws
we
are they
want
trying to
sample surveys
bypass
saying, if that was
that they
happening
couldn't
to our
before,
extent,
but now
we would
they-
start to see
they're gonna be able to because of the
especially
virus?
Cases that have no travel history at all. But we
Also,
still
we
haven't
have to
seen
be
that.
prepared
Does
for
that
it.
mean we're gonna give up looking? No, we'll keep
What
looking.
law are they going to
But it says
bypass
two
because of
things.
the coronavirus now?
Or maybe-
Exactly. They're gonna bypass a law where it's mandatory to search everybody's home
There's lots of
to see
people
who got it and who
giving
don't.
information to public health. It may
You know what I'm saying?
it may
What you
be
saying, martial law?
perception. It doesn't mean we
About to
ignore
lock
it.
down the whole place like it's a foreign country and things.
Go to anybody's place and be like, oh, we could quarantine you.
But again, we're putting
indefinitely.
our clients in that are public who have
How the
concerns
fuck does
about
that
the
work?
right thing and stay and protect themselves.
Well, people have lawyers and stuff, you know, there's
All
stuff
guidelines surrounding gathering.
put in place against that, I guess. But I'm not sure yet, man. I don't know
People don't gather. Why not make that
how
mandatory?
we deal with a global pandemic.
I understand in the province of Ontario, if you're going to make it required by law, then that would have to be an emergencies declaration, and then they.
Now everything is being shut off. Motherfuckers
So
are not gonna
my
want to do it.
impression is it's seeing ways just to get
with each other like that, you know what I'm saying?
recommendations. But if there was severe, like you understand, like some countries, that certainly is in the power of the government if they declared a state of emergency and did those steps there, but that's not within my power the same ways to do that.
Trump stopped all people from Europe
It sounds like you're
from coming to
suggesting it might be a
America,
good idea. but
except
not
for the
saying,
exception of
yeah, you should do
Americans
this.
Well,
and
so
people
far,
from the
see, a lot
UK.
of them have
Can you imagine that?
proactively taken a step and canceled the nets.
You see how much
And
power the
it's
UK
much more
has?
important to me that, in partnership much with the public, that groups, organizations would sit down and saying, we don't want to expose the public. We would not have this as
Because
a,
the UK
on our reputation. What should we do?
Don't
we
say
still
that
have to have
shit.
some
It's
activities.
supposed to
Can
be
we do this? Can we do that?
the upper
Or
crust,
should
you
we
know,
cancel
on the
that?
whites.
Right, and I think
So they don't
it's
care
much
about
better
the
to have
other white
cooperation
countries?
of the organizations rather than people going undercover and doing things that you don't even know is happening. And so again,
So what they do?
requesting the organizations in
Put a
Ontario
ban
to
on
be
that shit.
responsible and to do what's best.
Rightfully
Because
so,
if they're
but
events,
still,
they
you
want to make sure
know,
their
it's like,
patrons,
what?
whoever they are, or groups, organizations, could be church and religious groups, are being careful of that and are trying to do their best to handle that. We're trying to answer their questions.
They shut down
how they
schools,
make
shut
steps
down.
to ensure
What else are they
protection
gonna
for
shut
patrons,
down?
et cetera.
You know?
For parents who are going to be off, for those who do have the ability to be off with their children over the 2 weeks that the schools are closed, is it safe
Imagine
for
they
them
shut
to
down
go
the metro?
to their child to a
Is it
place
on the
like
metro?
a museum, a mall,
That's next.
whatever, what other
Don't
other
speak.
big places they might choose
You know
to
what I'm
spend their time?
My recommendation there, because that's still a public venue,
That is next.
climbing on other stuff and where kids are going to be there, I would suggest not to go to public venues. If you want to take them for a walk around the block and you want to do stuff like that, where it's just you and the kids and that kind of thing. I think, being
So, you know,
housebound for 2 weeks is
what are we gonna
sledding.
take from this? What we need to take from this is
left and take them by yourself.
I always have a
You
strategy.
can do those activities because you're keeping them out of public venues. So I leave it for the parents to.
We see what's going on right now.
They're not locked up in their bedrooms and that kind of stuff, of course. But there's things that you want to do that you're not exposing other children in that, and there would be reasonable steps. So someone said, I saw someone out with their children, well, that's fine. If you're going to walking outside, it's the same as people ask me about large gatherings. If someone's doing a run for whatever.
All right, so listen. This is what's going on right
People
now.
out running 10 kilometers, and they're not in a closed space for a while. They're outdoors.
They're trying to do us dirty, right? So we got to be
That's a
strategic.
risk situation for this. And that one,
come up with a strategy. The best way to do that
There's ways you assess those things. So
is
it's
to
the
take
same
care
kind of isolation. That means not exposing to other
of
children.
ourselves
We're not sure that
first.
young children, especially,
What do you do?
and of course, they don't take hygienic steps, and you can't be
Yo,
Take it away, my brother.
Don't play around with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really have your shit packed up.
Parents again want to do the right thing.
Make sure you have your water bottles, your canned goods,
I'm not saying
your dry
strict rules,
foods.
but I would rather not go to public settings like that
You
because
know what I mean? Non-perishable.
What about
families take their kids to a large.
They trying to
what about gloves and stuff?
highly attended.
Oh man, you gotta have it all, man. Sanitary mask, you know what I mean? Your hospital mask and all that.
Are not putting any further risk during that event.
Is it your advice for
Ski
single
mask for the
children,
hood
not
biggies?
just the general public? Or is it your advice for the general public to
Well-
stay away from public places?
Well, I think if you've been outside Canada, well, if you've been to Iran and those other ones of the 3 countries, then you should not be. I think if you're monitoring your good health, because I think adults better than children can monitor. I have trust that they can take that responsibility. But we found some where the children or the parents, wasn't sure they were really ill at all. And we've seen some in some other countries, and now here, I'm not sure the stats of the ones we had here exactly. I don't think they're that ill. They may be harboring, you don't know it. And so that during that time, when you're in the 14 days, as a parent, you might become ill and you might have to be assessed. And then, as I said, in that case, then not only you and your children would be in isolation
Crazy.
for a further 14 days until that time period is over and you have the 2 negative tests within 24 hours. So I trust that the parents in that, because you have 2 parents, one may say, I'm going to work. I assume they're being responsible and saying, I'm not ill, I have no signs or symptoms, and I'm monitoring, and I've told my boss and whatever, I'm coming to work. Because as far as they know, I don't think my child is sick, but we can't tell for sure, and we want to be careful in this situation.
Y'all tell us,
and,
man.
do that. So,
What would you do in a
it's the
time
same
like
thing,
this?
but the parents have the
Global
ability
pandemic.
to make the decisions responsibly and to be responsible Ontarians.
Are you gonna let this
yourself
run your life?
Approprially.
After the provincial
Or you gonna
government's
let
gearing
the-
up for its
your
budget
life
on
run
the
the
25th, as part
pandemic?
of that, of course, is the budget lockup, where
That means
2,000 people will be locked up for
Go into your
8
local
hours
officials
in
and
the,
ask them
Metro
what's
Convention
the
Center. I'm just wondering if you
actual
think that this is advisable given other
situation
public
here.
gatherings that are advice to the
How
case.
does it infringe
It's a good point.
upon
I'm
my
sure
rights?
in the haste of putting that together, the finance minister. may
Because the
want to
Charter
take
of
that
Rights
into
still
consideration,
remains.
so that you'd have
We
to
have
go
a right
ask
to
the finance
everything,
minister or the premier about
food,
that
shelter,
specific question. It's a good point to
housing,
raise.
proper, adequate
2,000 people in under one roof at
contingency
the same
plans.
time.
Is it true?
Obviously, if it's over 1,000, it would be
Isn't that
concerning. And if they have
Facts.
some steps to separate them in
Human
different
right.
rooms in different areas, there may be ways to do it in that way.
So,
I don't know how the system's going to work.
I'm a political prisoner,
Yet this year. So I think
In my own country.
to the premier.
and I want my human rights.
What about the legislature?
You understand?
Either one. Okay, go ahead, Al.
Can you just talk a little bit more about
Who is
how
Dominican?
effective social distancing is and why we do it exactly? In
I
these
am a Canadian citizen.
I think, in my mind, if you listen to
I am Canadian, man.
very much in agreement with Dr. Ryan of the WHO when asked about that question.
Do you
And
can do nothing
he
to
was very
me?
much clear to say that social distancing
That
is something
Castro
you do,
and
like
already.
quarantines and large gatherings. That
Nah, for real though.
if
This
you're
ain't no
not too
Mario
sure if
Harbor
it's community
bullshit.
spread,
Y'all
you're
ain't
not
gonna
sure where it's coming
quarantine
from,
us
what's going,
into
you're trying to
one
put something in
motherfucking
place.
spot
He
and
said
call
the
it
preference is very much to a strong
Freedom
containment
Town.
modality.
Fuck
means
that.
Cases, contact tracing, encircle those clusters and outbreaks, and control them.
So we gonna
If
fucking
it's
get
an
rid of
adjunct
this.
that is added to it,
Are we
because-
seeing The Walking Dead
but
unfold
it's
live
key
in front of
points,
us?
you know,
We're gonna
that
get rid of these
they're only as
thing
effective
one way or
as
the other,
public's
man. There
compliance.
must be an
And
antidote. If they made the cure,
all along, we've depended
they
heavily
made the
on the
disease.
public and
Can you
trusted
dig
the
it?
public to come
Facts.
forward to do the right thing in the right way. And I
Facts.
feel that
They know what they're doing. It's all a plan.
As we're asked them to.
If they create the panic, they create the pill. Can you dig it?
Large venues and with schools and that, is that I think the public would say this doesn't make sense, and I would support that, and I would support that.
So
my
at the end of the
peers and
day-
other people around would do the same thing. So if you have a strong public support, your social distancing methods are highly more effective. And that means things like on public transit, cluster together, use cough etiquette. We've always said that. Wash your hands, those things.
On public
This is
transport,
the-
use cough
in
etiquette.
Ontario,
We heard that the STM wasn't cleaning the
and we're trying to do
was only
everything
cleaning
we
the subway every 45 minutes.
And I think that Ontario,
I mean every 45
wherever
days.
you're back on that,
This is some-
bad,
that's
I
some
think you
nasty
can
shit.
Respond responsibly.
Every 45 days they clean the subway.
We need to close the schools.
Come on now.
Why not close them as of right now? And also university.
Now they're gonna
colleges
try to.
don't
They say they're gonna try to do it every week.
Well, I think you're going to ask the minister. of
Y'all should do
Education
that shit
question.
every day.
I recommended that one
Yeah,
aspect
that's
there,
me.
when they come back during that 2-week period after March break, it adds a further sense of protection, so you're not clustering the children together in that one there. While I'm anticipating the parents would be highly responsible and not put their children back in the school, I think there were some concerns that some may feel through the work situation issues, they may just do so. So I think the Minister of Education, and that you can ask him when he's here.
So that's
to
what it
ensure
is,
that
man. Y'all better stay
protected
tuned,
for that
man.
2-week
We got
period
more
after
for y'all when
March
it comes to
break,
this
which is
here virus. Because
reduces
yo,
the amount of contact.
it all
both
ties
for
into
staff
what's
as
going
well as
on,
for,
man. It's all
children.
ties in, man.
So,
Straight.
Can you talk a little bit about
Don't
how
get it
the
twisted.
confirmed cases, how those patients are doing,
It all ties
how
in.
they're recovering, and also whether you're
All
seeing that
this
they're
whole
continuing the
Weinstein
tests
conviction
after
shit.
2 weeks.
It all ties in.
They are, other than
One
the
way or
numbers,
the
we're
other.
just gathering information
All
on through the local health
ties.
units. There was one that's
Yeah.
still hospitalized, but apparently the condition is improving, which is great. The rest are recovering at home, and the process we use is we wait till they are totally asymptomatic, that is, they feel fine, and then we have somebody get the tests for nasopharyngeal and throat swab, and as soon as we get one negative, then we have to wait at least another 24 hours to get the second negative. But sometimes it takes time till they clear it completely. But they continue to be monitored by the local health unit, and they're all doing well.
so Richard, you had a question. You got bypassed. Did you want to ask your question?
Sorry, yeah, I was just going to ask about the legislature, because they voted on a motion to allow the government house leader to give notice to the speaker that they might need to suspend the legislature for health reasons. Have you given them any guidance on that? Or will you be giving them any guidance at what time may be appropriate for them not to be in committee or in the house or scrums or whatever?
Well, I was just advised that that motion had been passed, so I haven't had a chance to have any discussions on that. I think it would be more if there was some evidence of a health hazard or potential issue with COVID-19 that might be impactful upon either visitors or members, and then they would be seeking advice from my office that if that was the right thing to do at that time.
All this is showing me that
coming and getting that to
you don't really know what they're doing.
to advise input.
They're just taking it one day at a
You
time.
have like an identified case of someone in the building before that would happen, and
Mine is always a health issue driven by data and information. Yeah. And if there was a potential or possible or probable, I would want to advise them accordingly, as I would with any setting.
But this
That
seems
the
like it-
official would say there's a concern.
It's taking
in the
a
workplace
while
situation,
now.
that there have been some potential exposure.
And it's
what
holding
steps
us
you
down.
do to contain and that's
So,
all part
you
of
know,
the containment process.
I ain't gonna hate. I'm gonna just put it on the real.
We spoke yesterday. We spoke yesterday.
Tell the people the truth.
It was much more of a case
The
by case
COVID-19
for these types of large
epidemic
events and so
was
on.
created in a lab.
The Premier and the Minister of Education this
Start
morning,
World War III.
seemed a bit more optimistic.
They don't want the
what
people
particular
them to get a piece of the
metrics or
pie.
data did you look at between
And that's
now and
it.
then to make you change your mind?
From the Anunnakis,
Here yesterday, Dr.
kids
Williams
are
was-
trying to
was
create a
also-
permanent
Um,
underclass.
It's a very quickly evolving
Y'all,
situation.
stay tuned
And
for
as
the
I
next
said, we had
episode, man.
17 new
I'll
cases
show y'all
over
the
the
real.
last 24 hours.
Remember, keep it
We
real
were
in the
getting,
field.
lab reports
Fuck outta here.
every few minutes. It was,
Hey, dig.
concerning.